Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hope you are good. We are talking about grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there. Your address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 math and then click on papers. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? Okay, here I'm on grade 5 math. The chapter we are on right now is mixed operations. Let's just start with the lesson that is add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals. Okay, so let's just start with the first example. In the last session, some of you still have problem with how to multiply the decimals. So today we're going to do the practice questions. So be careful, listen to me carefully. Count the number of decimal places, right? You have only one decimal place in zero point 0.2, right? Just multiply the numbers without a decimal. Just do 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16. So we know that you have one decimal place in zero point 0.2. So you need to move decimal point one place left. Move it from here to here. That is 1.6. Got it? So multiplication is very easy. You need to count the decimal places, multiply the number without decimals, and then you can put the decimal place that you can put a decimal point same as in the factor, right? In the factor you have one decimal place, so answer must have one decimal place, right? Just look at this one, right? That is 34.26, take away 0.6, that is subtraction, right? So just subtract, you write them down one above the other. The numbers must be lined up according to the decimal point. So 34.26 minus 0.6, decimal points must be one above the other, right? So it would be like this. Just subtract 6, take away 0 is 6. You cannot subtract 2 out of 6. You need to borrow 1. That makes 12. 12 take away 6 is 6. 3 take away 0 is 3. And you can write 3 as it is. That is 33.66. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. So you have to divide 3 by 6, right? So how do we divide? Let's just see how do we divide. You cannot divide 3 by 6. 3 is smaller than 6. So how do we divide? You need to put a decimal point over here and a 0 over here. So you have to count 6 until 30. So 6 times what number is 30? 6 times 5 is 30. So that is 0 0.5. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? That is 0 0.5. Got it? The correct option is 0 0.5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Multiply 0 0.9 times 0 0.8. So again you have multiplication. Multiply two numbers that have the decimal places. They both have one decimal place, right? One here and one here. They both the total decimal places. That means then answer must have two decimal places. So you need to do 9 times 8, multiply them without decimal. That is 72. So one decimal place here, one decimal place here. Answer must have two decimal places, right? You need to move decimal point from here to here, two places left. That is 0 0.72. Got it? The correct option is 0 0.72. That is 0 0.72, right? Okay, the next one is 7.1 times 0 0.6. Let's just multiply them without the decimal. They both have one decimal places. Multiply them without decimal place. 6 times 1 is 6 and 6 times 7 is 42. So 1 and 1 makes 2. The answer must have two decimal places. So you need to move decimal point two places left. So it would be 4.26. The correct option is 4.26. That is 4.26. Option number 2 is the correct option. 5.1 times 0 0.2. So let's just multiply them without a decimal point. So it would be 51 times 2. So they both have one decimal places. So the answer have two decimal places, right? 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10, right? So you need to move decimal point two places left. Move it from here to here. It would be 1.02. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option, right? That is 1.02. Option number 1 is the correct option. So the correct option is option number 1, that is 1.02. multiply 0.3 times 0.8. So which is the correct option? You have to do 3 times 8, right? They both have one decimal place, so answer must have two decimal places. 3 times 8 is 24. You need to move decimal point two places left from here to here. It would be 0.24. The correct option is option number 2, 0.24 it is. That is option number 2, 0.24 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is evaluate numerical expressions. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, so here you are given more than one mathematical operation, right? You have to learn which one you have to solve and which operate order you have to solve them, right? So the first thing we have to solve is multiplication and division, right? When you have more than one operation givens, the one we are already, the first we do is multiplication, then you have division. And addition and subtraction you can do by the second. But you have to go from left to right. If going from left to right, you have multiplication first, you have to do multiplication. Like here, you have multiplication first. So you have to do multiplication first, right? So you have to go from left to right, whatever operation is first, you have to perform the operation, right? Because multiplication and addition, so multiplication and division are on the same level, right? So you have to multiply first. So you have to do 7 times 8, that is 56, right? Then you are left with addition and division. So you have to divide first. So 56 divided by 2 is 28. And then you have to add. So 28 plus 4 is 32. Got it? They are a bit tricky, but they are very easy. You just have to understand which operation you have to perform first. Let's just start with the test question, right? Okay, so just look at the question, that is 9 divided by 9 plus 8 times 5, right? In the question, you have division, addition, and multiplication, right? So when you go from left to right, you have multiplication first. Sorry, division it is. So going from left to right, you have division first. So you need to perform division. 9 divided by 9 is simply 1. And then you have your left now addition and multiplication. You have to perform multiplication first because multiplication has the higher priority over addition. So you have to do 8 times 5 is 40. And in the end, you have to add. So 40 plus 1 is 41. The correct option is 41. So the correct option is option number 1, 41 it is. What do you mean by this? Make no sense. This is mathematics. Here you need to work with logics, not your senses. The next one is 1 plus 8 divided by 4 plus 2. So you have addition and division, right? So division has the higher priority over addition. You have to perform division first. So 8 divided by 4 you have to do first. 8 divided by 4 is 2, right? So that is 1 plus 2, and at the end you are left with just additions. You simply have to add. You just have to add, right? The correct option is option number 1, that is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 5. Okay, let's just look at the other example, that is 9 plus 5 times 7 divided by 1. So going from left to right, you have addition, but multiplication has higher priority, right? So you when you go from left to right, you have to perform multiplication, right? So you have to do 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Now you have addition and division. You need to divide. 35 divided by 1 is 35. You need to add 35 plus 9. So which is the correct option? That is 44, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. 44. 35 plus 9 is 44. The next one is evaluate. 6 minus 7 divided by 7 plus 7. So you have addition, subtraction, and division, right? So the division has the highest priority over addition and subtraction. So you have to divide first. You have to do 7 divided by 7 first, right? 7 times 1 is 7. So that is 7. 6 minus 1 plus 7. Now you have to going from, you always do them left to right, right? You have to do 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5, and 5 plus 7 equals 12. If you have any question, you can ask. I will clear your confusion. At what thing you are confused, you can write also, please. The correct option is option number 1, 12 it is. So the correct option is 12. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 7 plus 2, 7 plus 3 plus 2 times 7. Right? So you have addition and multiplication. So multiplication has higher priority over addition. You have to perform multiplication first. That is 7 plus 3 plus 7 times 2 is 14. Now you simply have to add. So the correct option is 24. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is that is 24. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Let's just move on to next question. Now you can solve the question and write the answer in the chat box. Use your notebook and pencil. Solve the question and write the answers in the chat box, right? Let's see who is going to do the question first. 9 times 3 plus 1 minus 5. So which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? You are given multiplication, addition, and subtraction, right? Multiplication has higher priority over addition and subtraction. You have to multiply first. 9 times 3 is 27, right? Then you have to add 27 plus 1 minus 5. 27 plus 1 is 28, and 25, 8 minus 3 is 25. Very good. 23. Very good. The correct option is option number 1, that is 23. Very good, everyone. Evaluate. 2 times 5 divided by 5 plus 4. So which is the correct option? 2 times 5 divided by 5 plus 4, which is the correct option? Okay, you have to going from left to right. You have to perform multiplication first, right? 10 divided by 5. Then you have to do division. 10 divided by 5 is 2 and 2 plus 4 is 6. Yes, very good. The correct option is option number 1. That is 6. The correct option is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Six plus 8 minus 5 divided by 1, which is the correct option? Option number option 1. How? You have to divide first, right? So 5 divided by 1 is 5. Now going from left to right, you need to add 18 plus 8 plus 6 is 14, and 14 minus 5 is 9. Yes, that's option number 2, not option number 1, right? The correct option is option number 2, that is 9. Evaluate 6 divided by 6 plus 6 plus 1, which is the correct option? That is 6 divided by 6. So 6 divided by 6, you have to do first. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Then you have to add. So the correct option is that is 8, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Very good, everyone. The next one is add, subtract, multiply, and divide whole numbers. Let's just start with the lesson. Now they are the whole numbers. You have to do the same thing. So let's just start with the test questions. You have to subtract 342,167 minus 118,146. So let's just subtract, right? Mm, 7 take away 6 is 1, 6 take away 4 is 2, 1 take away 1 is 0. You cannot, let me just write it here. I cannot write this small. 7 take away 6 is 1, 6 take away 4 is 2, 1 take away 1 is 0. You cannot subtract 2 out of 8, you need to borrow 1. 12 take away 8 is 4, 3 take away 1 is 2, and 3 take away 1 is 2. Yes, so that is option number 2 is the correct option, right? That is option number 2. Multiply. Option number 1. Very good. That's option number 1. You need to multiply, so option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. The next one is divide 360,828 divided by 4. Okay, let's just divide. Long division. 360,828 divided by 4. You need to count 4 until 36. So 4 times 9 is 36, right? You write, bring 0 down. 4 times 0 is 0. Bring the next digit down. 4 times 2 is 8. 0, bring the next digit down. 2, you cannot divide, so add a 0 over here and bring the 8 down. Now you can go for 4 times 7 is 28. So the correct option is option number 2. Any question? That is option number 2, right? 516 times 9. Which is the correct option? 9 times 6 is 54. Let's just do, right? 516 times 9. 9 times 6 is 54. 5 carry, 9 times 1 is 9, and 5 14, 4 1 carry. 9 times 5 is 45 and 46. So option number 1 is the correct option. That is 4644. 60 divided by 6, which is the correct option? That is 10. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Option number 2. The next one is 80 divided by 4. So which is the correct option? That is option number 128 is okay. You can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is mixed operations. The lessons we have covered today are add, subtract, multiply and divide decimals, evaluate numerical expressions, add, subtract, multiply and divide whole numbers. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box for which you need help. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask questions if you need more help with any of the lesson. Any questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.